if you just look at the very earliest descriptions of magic. Magic in its earliest form is often referred to as the art. I believe that this is completely literal. I believe that magic is art, and that art, whether that be writing, music, sculpture, or any other form, is literally magic. Art is, like magic, the science of manipulating symbols, words or images, to achieve changes in consciousness. The very language of magic seems to be talking as much about writing or art as it is about supernatural events. A grimoire, for example, the Book of Spells, is simply a fancy way of saying grammar. Indeed, to cast a spell is simply to spell, to manipulate words, to change people's consciousness. And I believe that this is why an artist or writer is the closest thing in the contemporary world that you are likely to see to a shaman.
Ooh, wait a minute. The words. Right. Say the words. Klaatu, Barata, necktie, nectar, nickel.
Noodle. It's an N-word. It's definitely an N-word.
It's definitely an N-word. Klaatu, Barata,
And we are simultaneously, you see, helped and bewitched by words. And so you could say that being under Maya, under illusion, is also being spellbound and enchanted. Because when you lay a spell, you do it by spelling. You see, you make a magic with words.
Magic Man!
Oh, whoa!
He's magic. I didn't expect this.
It's very, very mysterious. I mean, it is true magic. People run all over the place looking for paranormal abilities. But notice that when I speak, if your internal dictionary matches my internal dictionary, that my thoughts cross through the air as an acoustical pressure wave and are reconstructed inside your cerebral cortex as your thought, your understanding of my words. Telepathy exists. It's just that the carrier wave is small mouth noises.
I've always prized myself on my ability to turn a phrase. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic.
Labels. If you keep referring to somebody by a pejorative label, you more and more treat that person as if they were the label. Or you go into a building and they tell you this is the sacristy, so you're not supposed to raise your voice. The word has created a magic aura. It's just like any other building. You walk into another place and you don't know whether it's a junkyard or an art gallery. And when somebody tells you this is an art gallery, oh, then you look at everything as a work of art. If they told you it was a junkyard, you look at everything as a piece of scrap metal.
So the labels that we give objects strongly influence our perception of the object.
Access main program. Access main security. Access main program grid.
You didn't say the magic word.
It's the truth. The worst thing that you can do to someone is to lie to them. You don't lie to people. You don't lie to yourself because it warps you. It warps the structure of reality itself.
To have someone articulate their own plan, you actually neurologically rewire people by having them formulate their own thoughts, which is why, you know, your school teachers used to say, put it in your own words. It's actually very good advice if they would explain what that means. It's like, if you have to conjure up the thoughts and you have to articulate them, then they change you. And buy a piece of art because you invite that into your life, and it's a look out if you do it. If it's a real piece of art, because you'll also get a little introduction to the artist, and then that'll seep into your life, and that'll change things like mad. But it's unbelievably worth it, because it opens your eyes to the domain of the transcendent. That's the right way of thinking about it. A real piece of art is a window into the transcendent. That's what it is.
Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for all time's sake. Kept you waiting, huh?